They gather around with mics in hand. Pop the cork, 'cause they've got plans. Talking movies that time forgot. Twists and turns and a whiskey shot. Barrel-aged chicks pouring truth so bold. Cinema tales and the stories untold. Reels and laughter poured meat on ice. Critics with sass, yeah, spiced up nice.
Welcome to another episode of Barrel Aged Chicks.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up, guys?
Oh man, so it is me and the snow today.
Yeah, we did an impromptu one.
Yes.
This was kind of like a really short turnaround on,
Yeah.
you should do this movie. Okay, we'll do this movie. We know
Yeah.
nothing about this movie.
We did it because your mom-in-law requested it.
Yeah, we were just chatting. What was it, Monday? Something?
Sunday.
Yeah, just the other day. I don't know. The other day, we were
Yeah,
all
I think
sitting
so,
at the
Sunday.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting at the house with the mom-in-law. And she was like, you guys should do this movie. And she thought it had Julia Roberts in it. So we were like, well, we're on a Julia Roberts kick. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
I know.
Come to find out, Julia Roberts is not in this movie.
No,
So
she is not.
I think she mixed up Eat, Pray, Love and Under the Tuscan Sun. But
Which is what we're doing.
yes, that's the one. So thanks, Mama Chris. We're doing Under the Tuscan Sun with Diane Lane.
Yes.
Yep. And this is a blind watch for both of us. Neither one of us has seen this.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I mean,
She sold it as a really good movie.
She did.
She
She
was
did.
like, "Oh, the contractors are hilarious and everything's great." And I was like, it was a mediocre. Like,
It was
I
a-
wouldn't even put it as a rom. It's listed as a rom-com, not so much.
I got more drama, more like
Yeah.
drama with a little bit of romance.
lots
Because
of
really, it's a lot of
depression.
self development story.
Yeah.
Which has a little bit like sprinkled in here and there.
Yeah.
But
And
I,
Diane Lane was nominated for a Golden Globe for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I saw
Surprising.
This,
It must have been a slow year because I gotta say she was
the only other movie
not
I've-
her best work.
I've ever seen her in is Must Love Dogs. I don't know if
Oh,
you've ever
really?
seen Must Love
I
Dogs.
have.
I like that one because it's got
See,
John
I saw
Cusack
her
in
the
it.
one
and super
where
cute.
she was fucking around on her husband.
That
was a
I've
good
never
one.
seen her play like not a
And that's-
divorcee.
But no, that's the one where she was like, I can't remember the name
Sorry,
of it.
excuse me.
But she and her husband finds out. Is it Keaton? Hold on, let me.
No
Because
worries.
now it's going to bother me. I was like, oh, it's not that big a
That's
deal.
okay. I'll fill up the time.
Yeah.
No, but I thought that like it was going to be more slapsticky
Yeah.
based on how
Mama Chris was
she described it.
Yeah. Unfaithful was the movie.
Oh, well, there you go. That's
Yeah.
a little on the nose.
Yep. yep. Yeah,
then that
and it
when
was
she plays a horse?
Richard Gere. Yeah.
And then that when she plays a horse.
Yeah, she ends up cheating on her husband Richard Gere, and then Richard Gere like finds out, and she's cheating with Olivia Martinez.
Oh.
Who's like hella hot,
Okay.
younger guy, and she's older,
Okay.
and she ends up hooking up and like fucking his brains out throughout the whole movie.
Holy
And then
crap.
I think Richard Gere comes back and like murders him. Like it's like a wild little ride of a thriller movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was actually really good acting, but she like. It was so funny when she's in this and she's like, Stella got her groove back. And I was like, that was the dumbest thing I ever, like, Angela Bassett definitely did it better because that's, oh my God. It was not, yeah, her whole, okay, let's just get into the movie because I'm
Let's
jumping.
do it. Dive in.
I'm jumping. So this movie is starring Diane Lane. And it was directed by Audrey Wells, and it was written. It's actually based on a memoir of a woman who actually did kind of this.
I saw that. The name of the woman being
Frances
Frances
Mayers
Yep.
Mays is the one who wrote the original story, and it was her and her fiance had gone to Tuscany and bought a house.
Okay.
And so it was loosely based on her interaction there, and then they adapted it to a divorcee who's super depressed, who decides she needs a radical change in her life. And I mean, it's a good premise. If you had nothing like holding you back, health-wise, family ties,
Yeah.
and you were on a vacation somewhere and you kind of fell in love with it, would you just like buy a house and move?
100%.
I would too.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
100%. I'd be like, I'm all in.
Yeah. I'm like,
I want
this
that
is
one.
this is nice. I'm gonna stay in Greece.
I don't know, except for I don't think I could deal with scorpions.
Baby lobsters? No.
No. I don't mind I like scorpions. Like
There's a snake in the house would have been the done in.
Oh, see, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
See, I don't
Ragnar
have-
was jumping off the fucking couch.
It was a big snake. It was a big snake.
No, I did. I loved the house. I liked the premise of the story, and the whack ass ex actress who just kind of pops up, Catherine.
Yes,
who kind of pops up throughout the movie. She was just weird. She was like a weird,
too much, too over the top.
Because Diane Lane's like, I want to be like you. You're just enjoying ice cream on the street, and just this most fabulous.
Let me stalk you the first after time I see you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really interesting. So, the movie opens and it's got Diane Lane, and she's a writer, and she's helping. She's like at somebody who I guess she inspired them, and they
I
were
think like a former student or something.
former student. Yeah, it was releasing his book, and while they're at this party, she finds out somebody who she had critiqued their book, and they
rejected
throw
it.
out this underhanded, snarky comment about basically like, you don't know what your husband's doing.
Yeah.
And then it kind of fast tracks and finds out that her husband's been cheating on her, so she ends up flying right into a divorce.
So when that happened, and the way that the guy, because he approaches her and he's like, oh, well, don't you find it ironic or whatever that you are not dealing, or you rejected a book about a guy in his 40s who wanted to relive his like youth days or whatever. And he's like, well, you should really bring it up to your husband. I was like, is he gay?
That's what Ragnar said.
like,
Ragnar
I'm like,
was like, oh, he
like,
fucked her husband?
No, I'm like, is this dude like bitter that like, now, did they break up? Like, why the shade throwing? Like, I'm confused.
And I was like, oh, he knows her husband's cheating on her or some kind of weird shit.
Or was that the husband of, and that was the wife? Maybe the wife is the one involved with her husband. I don't know. Like,
well, when you kind of get because everything's kind of like,
there's
you all
definitely
see
bitterness.
it through you all see it through the lens of Diane Lane reacting to it. So you never really see the husband. You never see the person he was cheating on her with.
You just know she's pregnant.
She's young and pregnant and rich enough to buy her house. Yeah. Which is buying her out of the house that I guess she loves.
Yeah. The home that they built together.
Right. And they've obviously been married for a long time. No kids. She's got her best friend, Sandra Oh, who we love Sandra Oh.
Yes. I loved her character. I found her endearing in this movie.
She was great. And she was lesing it out with Kate Walsh and having a baby. Which that
cracked me up so bad when I saw that. Immediately I was like, Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, and you text me and you're like, is this pre Grey's Anatomy? I'm like, barely pre Grey's Anatomy, because
so funny.
Grey's Anatomy came out in 2004. This movie was released in 2003.
That's interesting.
So it's like right there leading into it, and both of them are in season 1. Yeah. So because Kate Walsh comes in at the very last episode of season 1.
Do you think
not that I know anything about Grey's Anatomy?
Do you think maybe they used this and were like, look at us in this and see if we can get
probably
into it?
not.
No.
Just
went in there and did something.
No,
I don't know how it works. Well, because
like Christina Yang is like a hard ass as a character in Grey's Anatomy, and this person is a completely different.
Yeah, super sweet,
emotional, sweet, supportive. Yeah, like, well, you get there with Yang. That's not what she opens
bitchy,
with, in
but with a heart of gold. Yeah, that's
she's loyal to a fault. Well, no, not really, because she becomes loyal. It's one of those things where she has to learn loyalty. Yeah, as a character,
and I think that also comes out of her like looking outside of herself too. Yeah, she's very like self-motivated success, and it was all about she's becoming a surgeon. So it
was all about her succeeding, and her loyalty actually developed. Whereas this character already has that intrinsic. Like this is, I'm sticking out for you.
Yeah, we've been best friends probably for a decade. Yeah, and now
a lot of implied relationships in this movie.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we just did Steel Magnolias. That's full of implied dynamics.
I don't want to relive that right now. Check out the Steel Magnolias episode for extra spicy.
It's fantastic. She's so spicy.
Oh God. Nope, not gonna do it. It's in another episode. We're fine.
Highly recommend. 5 stars on Yelp.
Let's say 1.5 stars on Yelp. We'll give it a Snow White out of a 10.
That's in the negatives. Ugh, it's real down there. Oh my
But
goodness.
anyway, so she ends up getting gifted this trip by her best friend, Sandra Oh, as a we're sorry you're being divorced, but here, go on this gay frolic across Italy because I can't because I'm now newly pregnant.
Yes.
With my lesbian
Lover.
wife's baby.
Yeah.
We tried 5 times to get pregnant, but she's going to leave me as soon as I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Fucking really? Like,
What a bitch.
lots of not nice people in this movie.
Really? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
definitely see the shittier side
Yes.
of people.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I get it. It's the whole like rising through the ashes Phoenix situation for, you know, the main character.
I mean, this movie is about her growth as a person, becoming not a wife and being able to like find herself and
yeah.
you know, when she finds this house in Tuscany and it's beautiful. It's in the Cortona in Italy, and it's a beautiful little setup. She just kind of randomly comes across an advertisement
Yeah.
for homes,
Yep.
you know, as you will if you're walking around any town square,
Yeah.
they have them.
Yeah.
And they have this house and it kind of captures her attention. And then the flashy ass movie star is like, "Oh, are you going to buy it?" Like Catherine.
Yes.
And she's like, "No, who does that?" And she's like, "Well, I would.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm here?"
How do you think I got here?
Yeah. She was a kooky one. Like
She was.
Yeah.
I mean, she was.
You understand her, but she was a kooky ass character.
Yeah, yeah, and some of it, like I was like, okay, like it's endearing and like eccentric. Okay, got it. It's part of the charm. But at other moments, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, she's living
Scale it back.
her best life.
Apparently,
Well, it was funny because you could tell that right from the get-go, Diane Lane is fascinated by her. And it just like her complete non-reservation and joy of what she is just existing. And she tries to end up emulating her. But in that moment, like when she's in the fountain drunk off her ass and everybo's standing there laughing and you know that they're like, she's not entertaining anybody.
Yeah.
They're like, you feel sad for her.
yeah, they're laughing at her expense.
Yeah, like she's somebody who she eats lunch with nuns.
Yes.
She's invited to every house party in Italy.
she's very well known.
She gets around, and it's just it's an interesting contrast because you see, I want to be that free spirit, but then you're like, not quite that free spirit.
Yeah.
Like I need to have a
little-
little bit more reserve in my
Yeah,
life.
little more conservative. Finding a balance for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found it so continue. So she sees the advertisement.
Yes.
And then she is on the
She's
the gay,
on. They're on the tour.
the gay tour.
Yeah,
And she
and-
sees the house.
Yeah, they get stopped by a bunch of sheep, and then they
That-
happen to
right
stop
there.
right next to the
Right
house.
there, of course.
It's kismet, so she gets off the bus with her luggage, and they just fucking let her. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Like-
safe tourism. That's like not really. I don't think that would happen nowadays, where they would just let you get off the bus with your luggage, without some kind of note saying that you clear them of
liability.
liability. But and then she just walks up in and she's like, "Yeah, I want to buy this house." And they're like, "Okay."
Oh my gosh, the other couple in the house that wanted to buy it.
The French couple.
They made me so like, I'm like, ugh. Like I could not stand them. Their whole thing, they're like, stupid Americans and how you ruin everything. I'm like, oh yeah, ugh. Go away. Go away.
Well, the little old lady, the Contessa, who
Yes.
had owned the house previously, she was funny. She's like, 2 people want my house. I want double.
Yes.
Like,
Lay out the green. You want it, make your money talk.
yeah.
She was pulling no punches. She's
Yeah.
like, really? They can match that? Double it.
And then she's sitting there adding it up. She's like, well, this is how much money I have in my bank account minus all the repairs I'm going to have to do. And then the car I'm going to need to drive myself off a cliff when it's over. And then they're like, we're just going to give you the house. Like, you just, you obviously need
You
to
sad,
do something with your life.
Sad little person who just got shit on by a bird.
Just good luck. It is good luck.
I've heard that.
Yeah, it's
like
considered good luck. I think it's just
what?
I think it's making lemonade out of lemons. I think people say it and it's not really. They just want you to feel better about getting shit on.
by a bird.
Yeah. Have you ever been shit on by a bird?
Have I been pooped on by a bird? Yes, actually, but not in like a flyby situation. But I had parakeets and parrots. So
Oh,
yes.
that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Those are your house pets.
Well, but those are birds.
Yeah, that doesn't count though.
That's why I was like, technically yes, but I don't think in the context you're asking me. Let me
No,
think.
because you like live with them. The odds of being
Yes.
pooped on something you live with is a lot higher
Much
than
higher,
a random.
markedly higher.
Just check out babies and puppies. Like it's gonna happen.
Let me think. No, I don't think so. Close for sure. Like definitely like landed like adjacent on my car.
Yeah.
But no, luckily.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I think twice.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That seems
in the
very-
hair.
Oh,
It's just not, it's
no.
gross. I really think it's not good luck. It's just people want to make you feel better about it.
Being pooped on?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like, oh, your day's going to be great from here. It's got to get better.
Oh my god. What
Like,
was
it
the
can't get
context?
worse.
Like were you like
I don't know, outside, obviously.
no, I mean like were you like at work? Were you like on your way
I
somewhere?
don't have outdoor jobs. Are you kidding?
Well, I could have been walking from your car into an indoor job.
No, I think once was in Hawaii.
Okay.
So I was always outside in Hawaii. And then I think it's just at a zoo or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Zoo, yeah. Pigeons.
Yeah.
Like to hang out there too.
All of the things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I find it fascinating it's
gross.
happened to you twice.
I
No, I'm just saying, that's shitty luck.
yeah. No, I'm a lucky duck.
Hey, you're twice blessed. Watch now, I'm going to get pooped on by a bird.
I'm gonna bring a bird and squeeze it over you. Wait, no,
Poor bird.
just gentle.
Gentle
squeeze.
Middle.
Just so you feel how lucky you can be.
Oh, man. Now I'm thinking about my old birds. And I really miss my parakeet Petey. He was fantastic. He was blue. He was blue. And he would hang out on my shoulder all the time.
I used to have a bird.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of bird?
I don't know. A
bird.
little yellow one.
Okay.
I had a blue one. We had two. And it was when I was in elementary school. In little
all
birds.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a
remember
parakeet,
their names.
and then I had Romeo. Romeo was my Quaker parrot.
Oh, okay.
He
Did he
was-
talk?
He would click and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like he'd do certain patterns of clicking. But he would give me nuzzles. So he'd go from my shoulder right under my neck, and he'd just curl up into a little ball, and he'd just hang
I
out
had a
there.
puppy laying on my neck this morning.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh, which one?
The little.
Oh,
Yep.
the cookie.
Cookie. Yep.
He's a cuddle bug.
He's a fluffy fucker. I got two very fluffy fuckers at
They're
my
so
house.
cute.
I know.
They're so cute.
Why do we have two puppies?
Because you didn't want to abandon one.
I know.
You're like, nope. Now we have two.
No, we can't leave one behind. That's just
No.
a shitty thing
No
to
puppy
do.
left behind. No, I agree. I agree. Which is why, like,
I have 5 animals.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I have to admit, I enjoy that you have the puppies because I can go over, get puppy fix and be like, I don't have to pay for the puppies.
You don't have to pay for the puppies. You don't have to pick up the dog poop.
Yes.
You don't have to clean up the pee in the house or
Yes. Well, I already deal with that with Freddie.
chase down socks and shoes because they are shoe stealers.
Yes, they are. Oh my gosh, yes, they are.
The second your shoe comes off,
Yes, they're
it's
like,
like across the house.
Yes. They're like, it has legs now. Your shoe is gone.
There was a pile.
That cracked me up. Like,
Yeah.
I literally took my foot out and my shoe was walking away. I was like, dude.
They're like stand there watching.
They are. They're like,
as
oh,
soon
the
as that,
shoe's coming
that's
off.
it. We like that smell.
Move.
They're like ninjas. This one's gonna distract you, and this one's gonna take the shoe, and then they're both gonna go get it.
Chew on
somewhere.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
They're vicious.
They're so freaking cute. But no, so yes, so she gets pooped on,
Yeah,
which was a sign
sign
from
for
God
the Contessa that she had to
was
have this
meant to have the
house.
house.
Yeah, and then she ends up, so she's like, I'm just not leaving Italy, and she hires these contractors, which they were cute. The one Italian contractor with his 3 Polish workers.
Yes, yeah.
I know Pavel, and I can't remember the names of the other 3.
Oh, yeah. But you have the silent literature professor guy,
Right.
And then you have the
creepy one.
the creepy one.
The creepy one who was like vibrating with eagerness every time she walked around him.
Yes. Oh my
And then
gosh.
you have the okay, yes, Italian guy.
Yes.
He was funny. Especially when they were pulling the bricks out of the wall, the rocks out of the wall.
And it's load bearing.
And then, she was like, I want this to be an open window. And he goes, okay, yes. And then they end up actually caving in the whole fucking wall. And then he's sitting there, he's like, okay, yes. It works. And I mean, like, you gotta laugh at it.
No.
They did do beautiful work. I liked seeing the evolution of the house, though. Mm-hmm. It's always nice because you can't. It's like any home renovation because you can't
See it
see
until
the
it's
end
done.
at the beginning. Like unless you have that design feature, you can't see the end at the beginning. And even with all the progress, like when you see the before and after, it's really incredible.
Mm-hmm. It's life altering.
Yeah,
I mean, we have our habitat, and when we do like a stark change to it, like it really does like have a whole body, just the whole situation just change.
Even if you just like take a moment and rearrange your living room furniture,
Yeah.
it does. It's like,
organizing a closet.
I feel
You're like,
fresh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Cleaning out a garden bed.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be a whole home renovation.
Little
but
fruit
yeah.
of the labor.
It does. It makes you feel really good. I'm in the middle of my front garden.
I
renovation
know,
right
with your
now.
pretty white rocks. Those are real pretty.
As long as the dogs don't shit on them.
I don't know. I'm looking around for flowers. So far, the flower pricing is like, I'm waiting for it to get a little better.
I've ordered Lysianthas to go in my front garden bed.
That'll be pretty.
Yeah. Yeah,
are
they
real
look
pretty.
pretty. Ordered them off of TikTok, so we'll see how that goes.
It's not Temu.
No, I order everything off of TikTok.
You do like the TikTok.
Hell, two of the things I'm wearing are off of TikTok.
Yeah, but
actually
they're
three
super
because
cute.
no, that's from Amazon.
No, but they're super cute. I love those jeans. Those are like one of my favorite
American
jeans.
flag
that you wear.
jeans.
Yeah, those are cool.
They're good. I do recommend the Judy Blues on the TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are that's a good.
I've seen those with other Instagram peoples I follow.
They're
like
good.
The influencers.
Very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I've probably got 7 pairs at this point between shorts and blue jeans of the Judy Blues.
Interesting.
They're comfortable.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So when she's signing the papers for the house and you meet the realtor. Or
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't make heads or tails of him because he's like crushing on her.
Yeah, I was like, is this the love interest?
He's kind of cute, older guy. I'm like, okay, this might be the guy that was going through my head the whole time. And then you find, and he's like, if you don't stop, I'm going to have to make love to you. And I've never cheated on my wife before. And you're like, wait, you're married?
Yeah. Where the heck did that come from?
And then he's, not only is he married, I was like, oh, maybe he's a widow and he's just or he's a widower and he's not moved on. That's where my mind went. But then like they run into each other at Christmas and she's there and young and vibrant and they got 2 kids. And I'm like, this guy confuses me.
Yeah. I'm perplexed.
I'm confused.
I'm perplexed.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I couldn't
I
make
agree.
heads or I liked him a lot, but I couldn't make heads or tails of the fact that he seemed to flirt or have crushes on the other women.
Well, that seemed to be a thing. Like they were constantly like, "Oh, well, Italian men are always flirting, and they're always flirting. It's a flirting culture." And,
well, like the neighbor
and I'm
guy.
not gonna like stereotype, but I mean, I've never been there, but it was just redundant. So it was like, is this
I don't know.
in
I
this-
didn't get hit on any Italian men when I was out there last year. Sad. They missed out. Honestly, if they had, I probably wouldn't have even noticed. Like, I'm so oblivious to life. But
Well, I mean, they're like following her and clapping and stuff. And
that was
kind of crazy.
creepy.
It was so
See,
creepy.
this movie, I couldn't take it. Of course, you're not going to take it seriously, but like, there was just some stuff. It was so over the top, skeevy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's 3 guys who quit what they're doing to randomly chase the American woman through town, like they're going to fucking rape her. It was weird.
Yeah, no.
And then she runs into the uber hot guy.
Oh my gosh,
Marcello.
he was very nice to look
Very
at.
hot guy. But then her expectations of him were just way too high.
You're gonna be my life partner now.
Yeah. She's like, you're the first I want you to make love to me. I would be honored. And then, he does. And Stella got her groove back. But then she doesn't see him for 6 months or whatever. And she expects him to still be waiting for her. Come on, lady. And then she tears apart her bedroom when that doesn't work out. I was literally like, you're ridiculous. Like,
It was a
I
bit much.
understand, like, you got your hopes up and heartbreak and you put yourself, you didn't put yourself out there. You fucked the guy.
Yeah.
But like, it was really ridiculous that she threw a tantrum and started tearing apart her bedroom.
Yeah.
Because after 6 months of not seeing her, he moved
moved
on.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like I kept going, he's married. Like that.
That's what my first thought was.
Yeah. I was like,
because
oh, this guy's
previously-
married. Well, because the other guy was married.
Yeah, the other guy at the dinner was married.
Yeah, she keeps getting hit on by married guys between the real estate agent and then the neighbor olive guy and then I was like, oh, this guy's got to, there's something hung up on him. But he wasn't. They couldn't reconnect because she was always busy with something.
And it wasn't
So
that he didn't try. He went to her
yeah,
home.
yeah.
And she wasn't there. You know,
And
I'm
that's
sorry
why she,
that you
like,
were pruning your olives at the time.
She throws it in his face. She's like, you came and saw me and you wrote me that note. And he was like, bitch, that was 3 months ago. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
Like, you tried to chase me down the hill and didn't work. So.
No, you could have gotten into a vehicle and followed his ass.
Yeah.
Or
picked
found
him.
him.
They have
Found
phone
him.
numbers.
Yeah.
Obviously have phone numbers. Called him.
Yeah.
Didn't. So.
No, I feel you dropped the ball and then you got your butt hurt when.
And then she had a fucking temper tantrum.
Yes.
But then, like, I don't know. It was an interesting thing. But I did love seeing, like, the Amalfi Coast and
Oh my
Puerto
gosh,
Con-
the scenery is beautiful.
It is.
I know you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen it.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I want to see more. I want to
Don't
see
blame
more.
you.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen very little bit of Italy, and I definitely would love to see more. But that was an amazing trip, and I could totally see if you had no ties,
Oh yeah.
getting lost over there and being like, yeah, I'm just gonna live here now.
I live here now.
Yeah, I could totally see it. Takes a lot of balls.
It does.
Yeah.
It does to uproot your whole life and to move to a new country.
That storm and that owl were hilarious.
Yeah. I did like that. You can stay here, but just don't move because you're freaking me out.
Yeah, she overacted this movie hard.
A lot.
And I'm like, you're a good actress.
Yeah.
But she definitely, I don't know, not my favorite.
I mean, so again, my only previous experience here was Must Love Dogs. And she's kind of overacty in that one too.
Okay.
But because I had never, like,
You don't have any other.
I don't have any other point of reference.
Yeah.
But I can say between that one and this one,
Yeah.
it was more like over the top.
Okay.
And it was over the top in not the comedic sense, but in like the being dramatic sense.
Yeah.
Like she's sitting there and she's like uber depressed. And I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Get up. Like do something because
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that depression isn't real or anything like that. Never would I say that. That is a
no, of
really
course
real
not.
thing. I mean, shit, I deal with
She's
it
played
myself.
Martha Kent 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that there were that many movies where
I
she
forgot
was
that she
Martha
was-
Kent. She
yeah, I
did
forgot
all
she
the
was
Justice
Martha.
Leagues. She did the. That's funny.
Yeah. I had totally forgot she was Martha Kent. Okay, I do have another frame of reference.
Did you ever see Hardball? That was a good movie with
No.
Keanu Reeves.
No, I haven't.
Perfect Storm. She was in that.
She was.
Yeah, she
Okay,
was
she
in
was
that.
good. Okay, so all right.
Yeah.
Then no, definitely
Definitely
overcasting.
seen it.
Definitely overacting.
Yeah, she's done really good stuff. I loved her in The Perfect Storm.
Yeah. Well, if I had gotten like her Perfect Storm conveying depression, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that level of acting conveying that emotion.
Yeah.
I feel it would be better because here I feel like, and then maybe they're just trying to keep the comedy going.
Keep it light.
Keep it light.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just kind of like, it got annoying.
Yeah.
The way she was when she was just like, I'm done on everything and this and everything else. So like when she bought the house, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
good, you're doing something.
Doing something, change
You're
your
doing
life,
something.
change your outlook.
But then it'd be like she would do something and then she'd like, oh my gosh, da 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 da. And again, I get it, that pendulum of emotion
Oh, yeah.
is there. But unfortunately for me, the way she was just kind of like Debbie Downer, I was like, okay, let's get up.
Did the movie seem long to you?
Yeah, it drags.
It drags. It
drags.
definitely did.
Yeah.
Like-
No, like I didn't, like I got halfway through it. And I'm like, okay, I must have like 10 more minutes. And no, I had like another 45 minutes.
We got interrupted by like kids or puppies or whatever 18 times during this movie. So it took like 4 hours to watch this movie. I was like, is it over yet?
It turned into the Eternals.
It did. It took a long time. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, I feel like I could fast forward through half of it and it'd be okay.
Yeah. No, it definitely drags.
But I did like that in the beginning, she's like, I see this house and, you know, I want a wedding here and
a family here,
and in a way that is not conventional. She got that.
Yes.
She created her own family with these Polish guys and seeing her learning to cook the food and
see, I love those scenes. Like
that was good.
I did love when she was coming out of it. I thought when she came out of it, she did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
It's just, again, she was very, that's it. She was very whiny.
Yeah.
She was very whiny. And I just, after a little bit, I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, let's stop whining.
There are certain characters where, like, when you're playing a jaded man or woman, somebody who's been hurt, and trying to make that person's redemption story likable, because there's a lot of time it can be a very hard sell.
Yeah.
Because it is hard to overcome that kind of trauma.
Yes.
And it's absolutely possible, but I think just she was so melodramatic. When she got back to her room after she fucked Marcello, and she's like kissing on
the Virgin Mary.
The Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
And like rubbing her tits and stuff. And she's like, I'm still here. Like, I get it. Like, yes, you still got your mojo. I have been married for over 20 years. Like, I get the I still feel sexy thing, or like, yes, it's empowering.
Yeah.
It was so oversold. Like, it just, it's I think back to how Stella got her groove back, and it was,
which I've never seen, but I know
it's actually really, it's interesting, it's good, and it's just it's much more believable than this overshot. I'm gonna shake the bed frame down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
and then
every
when this guy that I
extreme
slept
reaction.
when I slept with this guy once, I'm gonna tear my bedroom apart 6 months later.
Yeah.
Because he moved on. It was just
And I think
not likable.
And I think that's where like I have like that kind of like thing
Yeah.
where it's like every type of emotion, like you said, it was
Oversold.
it was overdone.
Yeah.
It was overdone.
Yeah.
Because like I generally like when you have characters that are down,
Yeah.
I can relay, or you know, depending on the situation, obviously, but
Yeah.
I can relate to that at least emotion. And like, I don't know. For me, with her, maybe it was because she was just very whiny. I didn't connect on that same.
I found the
level.
side characters way more enjoyable than her.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did too.
Sandra Oh as Patty,
she was so sweet.
She was fabulous.
Yeah.
And then even Martini, the realtor, I found him more enjoyable, even though you don't know if he's like a philanderer or not.
Yeah, yeah.
I still found him more likable than her. And then Catherine, who had this weird story arc where she just kept showing up. Her, I found more likable. And then of course the Polish guys, and then the young couple with Pavel and Kiara, who end up getting married and having their reception at the house.
Yeah.
And, she just wasn't the most likable of people. And I couldn't tell you if it was the writing and the character, or if it was Diane Lane just overselling everything about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I agree. There's definitely a disconnect. Which is again weird because I loved her in Must Love Dogs.
Yeah.
I thought she was fantastic in Perfect Storm, and I totally forgot
she's
about
a good
those.
actress.
Yeah, like
Unfaithful is actually a pretty cool.
it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It does sound interesting. And again, to
And
see
it's like
her
prime Richard Gere.
and to see her in a not more wholesome because everything else is pretty much wholesome. I mean, you got Superman's
Oh, she's
mom.
a dirty, dirty hoe in that movie.
Yeah, you got Superman's mom, and you got a waiting wife, and you got two divorcee situation. Like, it'll be interesting to see that that contrast. So I might actually check that one out.
Yeah,
because that sounds I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite side character?
Sandra Oh, Patty.
Okay,
Yeah,
ditto.
yeah,
Same.
I love her.
She was so good in
And
this.
she was so real because when she comes out there, she goes to see your friend, and you're like, oh my god, why are you traveling that
When you're, like,
pregnant?
9 months
about
pregnant,
to be,
yeah.
you're about to have a baby. Which, first of all, the airlines wouldn't let you on if you were about to. But, even back in 2003, but and then you find out, oh well, her girlfriend who has been trying to get her knocked up 5 times. And somebody who's been through in vitro, I totally felt for her because like you go through a lot to go through in vitro. And then to do it 5 times and finally have it successful. And then the person you're going through that journey with just fucking walks out. Like I felt for her.
Yeah.
On a real level, but also she doesn't oversell herself.
No.
She's a very, very good actress. I love Sandra.
Just seeing her just break.
Yeah.
When she's laying there after she's like, there's a baby in there. There's a baby in there.
Yeah.
And then to see that honest just break.
No, she was a brilliant actress and I loved everything that she did. And then coming and being like, well, I'm going to have an Italian baby and she's going to call me, what was it like? I don't know. It was just so cute. She's like,
and do the weird hand wave backwards thing.
she's going to wave backwards. She's going to learn to wave backwards. It was so.
I just liked her when she's standing there. She's like, creepy Italian trees. Because I can honestly, I'm like, that's me. It's no, just being stupid.
Yeah. I'm like, I love these trees. Stupid, creepy trees. It was good. It was like, and that was a real like friendship that you could feel.
Dynamic.
But Sandra Oh was the one who sold it, and just her whole journey and going and starting over with her friend in a different country, with the baby, and it was really interesting. I liked her character a lot.
Yeah,
and it's just I don't know. I couldn't say any like one thing about Diane Lane's performance I didn't like. There's just a kind of a lot altogether. I just didn't.
I think her overall performance, like if I had to grade it, I'd give it like a D-.
Yeah, that's really low. Yeah.
Do better.
Yeah. Rock it out, Snow White. It didn't work for me. That's going to be my new reference for anything that sucks is Snow White, which sucks.
Which is very ironic.
I know. I love Snow White.
You do?
Not this one.
That's where the name came from.
No.
All I've heard is no bueno things. I honestly, whenever I see it, like even in my feed, I'm like, scroll.
Oh, no.
Scroll.
I'm loving
Scroll.
hearing everybody bag the shit out of this movie. It sucks. 'Cause, I mean, as we segue into that, though, but I was so excited that they were live actioning Snow White when it released. And
you were psyched about Gal Gadot.
I thought she was perfect casting as the Wicked Queen, but then you're going to get, really? Rachel Ziegler is going to make Gal Gadot self-conscious about herself? Are you serious? Like, that's not a real thing. But I thought her as a Wicked Queen was going to be brilliant, and I didn't have any qualms about Rachel Ziegler being cast up until she started opening her fucking mouth. And then I was like, yeah. And just hearing all of the trash talk about the original, I'm like, if you have no love for the source material,
why are you doing it?
Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Because it's the most beautiful animated ever. Like it was the first animated movie, and it's stunning and sweet and wholesome, and the characters are beloved. And you're just gonna shit on it and say that's not what our movie is. Why do a new movie? Yeah, just do a new movie.
Yeah, give it to somebody who's gonna respect it.
It's not even the wokeifiedness of it, which kind of sucks. It's the lack of respect for the original source material and publicly talking shit about it that really pisses me off. Because nobody needs to make a scene for scene, cut for cut remake for it to be good, but you have to respect the source material. Yeah. And it's just it's the original. How do you fuck up the original so bad?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Not a fan.
No, not a fan. Not going to review it for the show. So that will not
That's
be
the
happening.
review.
That's it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Blind review.
Blind review.
Won't
I'm
go
blind.
watch. That's my review. Won't go watch.
You guys.
Won't waste my time.
Let us know what you think about it. Either way.
So like, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
You're talking about depression.
Yeah, no. Just again, like I didn't get necessarily. I think this is what I'm saying. I got depression when she's laying on the ground. I got that.
Yeah.
Okay. In the fetal position, obviously, but I didn't get. It was just bad acting. It was bad acting, and I just it didn't resonate with me the way that I felt it should have.
The best she did for me was in the lawyer's office. When the lawyer's like selling her the divorce and what they want, and she's like, literally, he cheated on me. Well, you're in a no fault state. Sucks to be you. And
Which I didn't know that was a thing.
it is.
Really?
It is. Yeah. And it's one of those things why I get it. Like I get like you're literally jumping frames and your world's falling apart because you thought you were in a nice, secure. You may not have been in the best place, but you thought you were. You know,
you were a safe place.
You had your person, and you were gonna go through thick and thin, but your person's not in it with you. I get it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really honest, just kind of watching her world fall apart. And then when she's in the house and the movers are like, what do we want? And she's like, you know what? Nothing. Just those 3 little boxes right there. Yep. I'm washing my hands of it. You know, that felt really honest.
Yeah. The first like 15 minutes of this 3-hour movie. I believed like her depression sincerely.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm like, stop being a whiny bitch.
Yeah.
And just stop.
Put
like
your big girl pants
Put on your big girl pants and deal with your shit.
Yeah.
Like there you go. That's why I'm like, there's something about it. It's bothering me. Well,
it's like even the Catherine was like, dude, you're boring. Like, just suck it up. Like, you're here. You made the move. You're here. Just fucking live. And then she tries. And then it's funny because she goes through that transformation. She gets a new outfit. She looks like Catherine. She's going to go,
dude.
Policeman, give me a ride to see my boyfriend. Which she's calling him her boyfriend. She's fucked him once. She's been on an afternoon date with his family and fucked him once. And that's the extent of that relationship, ladies and gentlemen. But that's her boyfriend. Like, how juvenile. Like, yes, you have been probably married since you were young and you've been in this relationship. So this is the first time stepping out. But girl, please, you have to have a little bit more self-awareness than that.
Yeah.
Than to call this man your boyfriend. And, you know, I think, he was... He was totally justified to be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like,
you look pretty.
You look
Why
great.
are you here?
What do you want?
Yeah. And then she's like, oh, you're with somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. What did?
Yeah.
It's
I
been
tried to reach out
months.
to you several months ago.
My friend was here. Yeah. And then it was something else. Like, you had your priorities.
Yeah. And I was not amongst them.
Right.
This dynamic, this relationship was not amongst them.
No, not for you.
Yeah.
It's okay. And but that's also a learning experience in and of itself, because it has to be a give and take. It can't just be a take and take. And that felt like a take and take.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
Yeah. I do think that like there were some very lovely scenes. Like I really enjoyed the scenes where she's like starting to cook and all of that. I like that. I did enjoy that where she's starting to cook and starting to form this little family and all of the things. Yeah. Like there were some great little scenes.
Yeah.
No, I can't say like I'm loved the movie or anything.
Oh no.
Or even like I mean I liked it fine, but it was like mediocre.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like okay, I watched it. Will I watch it again? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No. I would watch it for Sandra Oh before anything else, and she's not in the whole movie. So.
No, she's only in it for like 10 minutes.
No, she's in it for more than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like you don't get to see her really because you see her a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then she comes over, has a baby, and is like dancing with the baby.
Yeah, she's background in there, but It's good. It's honest. It's she really did have an impact for the short time that she is in the movie.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
like
that's
I
why I
said,
think that the side characters, even Marcello, like he has more impact in the movie.
yeah,
All of the side characters.
very strong,
Yeah.
strong side characters.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It just, I did feel like this was kind of I don't know if this will make sense, a B-list actor movie. Like it had a bunch of actors that you know who they are. They're really big on TV, but it's not like your heavy hitters. It's not Julia Roberts. It's not, I won't say that man's name.
Diane Lane was big for a little bit though.
See, again,
Yeah.
my only points of reference are
Yeah.
the few that we selected. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think this was like in her little peak, and then just she vanished for a little bit, and then she came back as Ma Kent. And then I don't know that she did too much else
Yeah, kind of fizzled out.
off the top of my head.
But
But
like,
I think that
but
this
like
came out. I think Eat, Pray, Love came out about the same time as this.
and then that's
And so you know how they do that. Like,
see,
there's-
that's your A-lister.
yeah. Well, you,
actor movie, and then you got your B-lister actor movie,
well,
and
it's
which
just-
one does
it's
everyone
weird
remember?
how they have like Ants and It's a Bug's Life, and then they have like the disaster movies are all kind of they run together.
They're all trying to grab from the same pot.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's like somebody's like, oh, somebody's doing a movie about this. We need to turn around and make another movie very similar about
yes,
this.
yes.
Oh, Eat, Pray, Love was in 2010, so it was a couple of years later.
I still feel like it had more impact.
I never saw it though.
No, neither have I. Neither have I. But I know like that became a huge, like, it's on pillows and blankets and you can get it engraved in your wall. Like, I'm like, oh my Lord.
Well, it's another one based on a book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I've seen the book. I've never read the book.
Okay.
But
You have seen the fact that it is a book.
I have seen, I can confirm it is a book. I have seen said book. It is a book. Fact check me. I dare you.
Hilarious.
No, but like I remember it being like featured front and center at like I think at the time it would have been like Borders books or whatever. They had it like right there on the front kiosk as soon as you walked in. Like it was their hot book.
Yeah.
Because I had a movie going on about it.
Right.
So I do remember when that was like kind of like a little bit of a craze about
Yeah.
that movie versus like prior to this, I never heard about this movie.
Yeah.
So there we go. A actor movie. B actor movie.
Yeah, this is definitely one that flew under my radar. When I think of movies, I think that one's in Spain though. A Walk in the Clouds, which is in my
That's
list.
the one with Keanu Reeves.
It's one with Keanu Reeves. That one's it's a period piece too. It's
Oh,
not
you love use of period piece.
I do. But that one is just it's beautifully done. And I'm looking forward to rewatching that and kind of hashing that one out with you because you have not seen that one either.
I am intrigued.
Yeah.
I am intrigued. I'm definitely have
And
watched more.
It's young
movies than I would-
Keanu Reeves, but he's not much ado about nothing. Keanu Reeves, he's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'm not mad at it.
Much ado about nothing. Keanu Reeves is just next level Point Break Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And so
It's rough. It's rough.
I love. Don't get me wrong. I love that movie though.
Yeah.
It's you've got all of them. You've got freaking just heavy hitters. Kate Beckinsale, like
Yeah.
as a baby,
Yeah.
in that movie, and yeah, that's Kenneth Branagh and
How do you pronounce it?
Kenneth Branagh.
Is that it?
That's how I pronounce it. I don't know. I've never introduced myself to the guy, so I don't know.
I've heard it's pronounced so many different ways, and I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced that way. I've heard like like long A in it, and I'm like, okay. And then I've heard it like pronounced like super like Britishy Irish sounding, and I'm like, or like super not Britishy Irish, like super English sounding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like I know because he's a classic English actor, isn't he? So I'm like, okay,
He does a
well,
lot of Shakespearean stuff.
Yes.
But it's also got Denzel in it.
really.
Denzel.
See, we have it, but I don't think I've ever watched it through.
You remember House?
Like the
TV show?
Yeah.
So his best friend in House is in this as like a baby.
Interesting.
It's cute.
Okay. I'll
Like
have to check it
aside
out.
from the terrible acting of Keanu Reeves in it, it's really good. It's got great dialogue.
Okay.
I love Much Ado About Nothing. I've actually read the play several times. So
All right. I'll have to check that one out.
That one's fun.
I'll have to check that one out.
It's just wacky. He's got Michael Keaton in it.
Oh, I love me Keaton.
And he's like a creepy, like Beetlejuicy type of Keaton. It's fun. He's a, yeah.
I do like Keaton.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I don't know, like it was fine. I mean, it was fine, you know, the wedding's there, her best friend's there with her baby, you know, she's having a life, you know, and everything else. And then of course, the moment she stops looking for love shows up. So, yeah, love shows up, and then I know that actor from Gilmore Girls.
Oh, so you've never seen it?
What? You've never seen Gilmore Girls? The show?
No.
It has,
I know you talk about it a lot with Lorelai.
Okay, so here's the thing. I love the actress that plays, I love the character Lorelai, who's done by the actress that was in Bad Santa.
Was that a CW show?
I think so.
I like CW shows.
I mean, it's got some good heart. Like, there's some characters that you love. Like, I love Luke. Like, he's this kind of like like diner owner guy, and who's, well, I don't know if you'll ever watch it, but essentially,
I've no
he's in love with Lorelai, but she's like, we're just friends, and he's like, I will fix your house for you and do handyman things for you. But it's a sweet, because it takes like seasons for them to finally get together. But her daughter Rory starts out like at like 16 and like really like, okay, she's a go-getter. Oh, look, she's going to private school. And then it's like, holy shit, she's in college. She's a whore. Like, she's cheating on her boyfriend, who's a supernatural, not Sam.
Jared Padalecki?
Yes. He's in as,
he's in it?
he's in as her boyfriend, and they're like going steady, like super serious.
Yeah.
And then she like goes to college and totally cheats on him with another dude. And like, then he goes and gets, not another dude in college. I'm sorry. Another dude that turns out to be Luke's nephew. Then when Jared Paladecki's character gets married, Rory fucking sleeps with him while like he's with his him and his wife are like a situation. It's like, dude, Rory be a hoe. And that part I'm like, whatever, I don't really care about. But freaking Lorelai's character and her whole thing, the whole shtick that she does is absolutely fantastic. She's hilarious. So it does have some really fun things about it. I enjoy it. But like, it's definitely one where I'm like, look at it when I'm letting my girls watch him, like, and both of them are like, we're not going to be hoes. I'm like, good.
Good goal to have.
Tick that off the parenting box. But
it's so weird.
But in the movie, the guy that she ends up with is Rory's dad, because Rory and her dad are not together. She got pregnant when she was like 16.
Okay.
And she's raised Rory by herself. So, but I had only seen him in Gilmore Girls. I don't know if he's in anything else, really. Have you seen him in anything else?
I didn't recognize him.
Okay. So again, B-list actor movie. Which are like your bigger TV star type actors.
It was super, you know, it was okay. I've definitely seen worse movies. It's just not one that I would watch again.
Yeah.
I can throw that under the, seen it.
Yep. Box
Done.
ticked.
We're good.
Yeah.
If 5 olives, sure. Let's say olives. I would give it 2 and maybe a half for the secondary cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly,
2 and half of that olive she chewed up and spit out.
Yeah. It's there. This story could have been really engaging. But I think that the parts that were so overacted just took me right out of it.
Really weighed it down.
Yeah. Like, it didn't need to be melodramatic. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think, yeah.
I love the idea. I love the idea of wanting to change your life when you think it's over and taking drastic measures to make yourself happy. I love that. I couldn't get behind Diane Lane, and the way the role was either written or played, and I can't tell the difference. I can't tell if it was the writing or if it was just her.
Yeah.
Because she can do better. I've seen her do better. So maybe it was just the writing and
Yeah.
she was working with what she was working with, or maybe it was just her and she's,
Had an off movie.
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2 for me.
2 to
2 to 2.5 for the support
2 and
cast.
a quarter.
2.5. We'll stretch it because the support cast was fun.
Okay. All right. I am going to go with, honestly, I won't be watching it again.
No.
It is not like a romance that I'd be like, hey, you should watch this.
Yeah.
So just the fact that I wouldn't recommend it like 2 people, I'm going to have to go with a 2.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it either.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely one you could skip and you're not really missing out
You're
on
not
anything.
really missing anything. Other than Sandra Oh, who is
Yeah.
charming for the, little bit that she is in the movie.
Always charming.
Yeah.
She's charming when she plays a bitch. She's a
True.
fantastic actress.
Very, very, very good actress. And because of that, I'm giving it a 2. Like I said, if I can't connect with the emotion that you're trying to convey, you're not doing your job as an actor.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like, what's her name? Diane
Lane?
Yeah, she, like you said, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
writing or she just didn't bring her A game, whatever it was, that disconnect, it
Yeah.
really makes it hard to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's something I'm like carrying through and I'm like, okay. And I don't I don't like wishy-washy. I feel that's what her character was in this. She was very wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to become this, like you said, Stella got her group back, like this strong, vibrant, then you need to not throw a freaking temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, it is very much inconsistent. And
Yeah.
a very inconsistent character. So, yeah, I would only go 2 olives. I mean, if it's free on cable and you literally have nothing to do, go ahead. Like, I mean, or you can turn it off. You really won't be missing much. I mean, if I'm being real honest, you're really not
So
missing
neither
much.
one of us were a big fan
Not
of this
fans.
one. That's
Not
okay.
fans. So, maybe
the next one will be a
Eat, Pray,
hit.
Love is better.
Maybe the next one will be a hit. We'll see. I don't know. I think we need to get out of this dramatic romance
I think so.
rom-com.
Well, I think we need a
I
good.
think I think we peaked it. We need
Stop.
to do something different next episode.
Yeah, maybe a good comedy.
Yeah.
All right. My dog's being crazy.
Well,
All right.
thanks for joining us,
Yes,
everybody.
Thank you for tuning in.
Let us know what you think if you've seen the movie. Yeah. And go follow the boys.
At Barrel Age Flicks.
Yeah.
We're on there pretty regularly as well. And please, catch us on the socials, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you want to
Hit up Sammy's DM. She loves it.
for fan requests.
Or just for, life advice.
No. I'm good.
She likes it.
You're ridiculous. Anyways.
Get in my DMs and tell me I'm pretty.
Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Anyways, bye. We out.
Hi, this is Snow. Thanks for listening to our podcast, Barrel Aged Chicks. It's Chicks Are Here! We are so excited to share our future episodes of Barrel Aged Chicks, FMK, and Slasher Gal Pals. We hope you are enjoying our shenanigans as much as we do. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Aged Chicks. If you'd like the gals to do a fan request, contact us on Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. Our podcast is available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, and Good Pods. Swag available through the link on Instagram. Please check it out and thank you for your support. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for his kick-ass music. He is amazing. Also, please grab a listen to the guys at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you like booze, hilarity, and movies, check them out. Also, check out our network and other amazing podcasts at deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Bye till next time, and thanks for listening to our show. The party's leaving!